Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to read to you all from Mark 7 1 through 37 and chapter 8 1 through 38. Chapter 7. Then came together unto him the Pharisees and certain of the scribes which came from Jerusalem. And when they saw some of his disciples eat bread with defiled, that is to say, with unwashed hands, they found guilty. For the Pharisees and all the Jews, except they wash their hands often, eat not, holding the tradition of the elders. Once again, he's talking about the tradition of the elders. And when they come from the market, except they wash, they eat not. And many other things there be, which they have received to hold, as the washing of cups and pots, brazen vessels, and of tables or beds. Then the Pharisees and scribes asked him, Why walk not thy disciples according to the tradition of the elders, but eat bread with unwashed hands? He answered and said unto them, Well have Elijah prophesied of you hypocrites. See, he warned everybody of these hypocrites. Elijah did. As it is written, this people honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. See, these commandments of men. For laying aside the commandment of Elohim, ye hold the tradition of men as the washing of pots and cups, and many other such like things ye do. And he said unto them, Full well ye reject the commandment of Elohim, that ye may keep your own tradition, which is wrong from the get-go. Tradition of men. For Moses said, Honor thy father and thy mother, and whoso cursed it, father or mother, let him die the death. Wow, he even said this in the New Testament. I thought it was an Old Testament thing. But whoever curses their father or mother, he's saying let them die the death. So people cursing out the young kids better think twice. It's in the New Testament. So they better think twice and wake up. But ye say, if a man should say to his father or mother, it is Corban, that is to say, a gift, by whatsoever thou mightest be profit by me, he shall be free. And ye suffer him no more to do aught for his father or his mother, making the word of Elohim of none effect through your traditions, which ye have delivered, and many such like things do ye. And when he had called all the people unto him, he said unto them, Hearken unto me, every one of you, and understand, there is nothing from without a man that enter into him can defile him, but the things which come out of him, those are they that defile the man. If any man have ears to hear, let him hear. And when he was entered into the house from the people, his disciple asked him concerning the parables. And he said unto them, Are ye so without understanding also? And this is what he's saying to the disciples, you all. And they knew more than average people. Do ye not perceive that whatsoever thing from without enter into the man, it cannot defile him? So wherever you eat cannot defile you. Defile a man, wherever you take in and eat, because it is enter not into his heart, but into the belly, and go out into the draught, purging all meats. So it coming out of you is, in other words, is what they saying. What you eat and go inside your belly, God gonna come out. And he said that which cometh out of the man that defile the man for from within, out of the heart of men proceed evil thoughts. These are things that defile a man. Proceed evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications, murderers, thefts, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, an evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. See, I killed my pride a long time ago when I found out that the Bible said, too much pride can keep you from making to heaven. I killed mine years ago when I found out about pride. Because I always thought everybody should have pride in themselves. But when I found that out, I had to kill my pride. So, no more pride in me. Foolishness, all these evil things come from within and defile the man. And from thence he arose and went into the borders of Tyre and Sidon, and entered into an house, and would have no man know it, but he could not be hid. For a certain woman whose young daughter had an unclean spirit heard of him, and came and fell at his feet. The woman was a Greek, a Syrophoenician by nation, and she besought him that he would cast forth the devil out of her daughter. But the Messiah said unto her, Let the children first be filled, for it is not meet to take the children's bread and to cast it unto the dogs. And she answered and said unto him, Yes, Lord, yet the dogs under the table eat of the children's crumbs. And he said unto her, For this saying, Go thy way, the devil is gone out of thy daughter. See, he cast the devil out just like that. He didn't even have to beat her. He cast the devil out of his daughter. That's a powerful man. And when she was come to her house, she found the devil gone out, and her daughter laid upon the bed. And again, departing from the coast of Tyre and Sidon, he came unto the sea of Galilee, through the midst of the coast of Decapolis, and they bring unto him one that was deaf, and he had an impotent in his speech. Kind of like me, huh? And they beseech him to put his hand upon him. And he took him aside from the multitude, and put his fingers into his ears, and he spit and touched his tongue. And looking up to heaven, he shouted and said unto him, Ephphatha, that is, be open. That's what Ephphatha means, be open. And straightway his ears were open, and the string of his tongue was loosened, and he spake plain. And he charged them that they should tell no man, but the more he charged them, so much the more a great deal they published it, and were beyond measure astonished, saying, He hath done all things well. He maketh both the deaf to hear and the dumb to speak. Because he's one of the three Trinity, which both of them are part of God, came from Elohim himself. Chapter 8. In those days, the multitude being very great, and having nothing to eat, the Messiah called his disciples unto him, and said unto them, I have compassion on the multitude, because they have now been with me 3 days, and have nothing to eat. And if I send them away fasting to their own houses, they will faint by the way, for divers of them came from far. And his disciples answered him, From whence can a man satisfy these men with bread here in the wilderness? And he asked them, How many loaves have ye? And they said, 7. And he commanded the people to sit down on the ground. And he took the 7 loaves, and gave thanks, and brake, and gave to his disciples to set before them. And they did set them before the people, and they had a few small fishes, and he blessed and commanded to set them also before them. So they did eat and were filled, and they took up of the broken meat that was left 7 baskets, and they that were eaten were about 4,000. And he sent them away. And straightway he entered into a ship with his disciples, and came into the parts of Dalmanutha, and the Pharisees came forth and began to question with him, seeking of him a sign from heaven, tempting him. And he sighed deeply in his spirit, and said, Why doeth this generation seek after a sign? Verily I say unto you, there should no sign be given unto this generation. So he's letting us know there will not be a sign given unto this generation. But he do what he want to do. The Most High said he do what he want to do. And I done seen saying that he done showed this generation, because he done showed me a saying. So I know he said I am, and I do what I want to do. So I know he can do it. And he left them, and entering into the ship again, departed to the other side. Now the disciples had forgotten to take bread. Had they in the ship with them more than one loaf? And he charged them, saying, Take heed, be aware of the leaven of the Pharisees, and of the leaven of Herod. And they reasoned among themselves, saying, It is because we have no bread. See? They second-guessing themselves and what he's saying to them. I can understand that, because I do it a lot. And when the Messiah knew it, he said unto them, Why reason ye, because ye have no bread? Perceive ye not yet, neither understand? Have ye your heart yet hardened? Having eyes, see ye not, and having ears, hear ye not, and do ye not remember? When I break the 5 loaves among 5,000, how many basketful of fragments took ye up? They said unto him, 12. And when the 7 among 4,000, how many basketful of fragments took ye up? And they said, 7. And he said unto them, How is it that ye do not understand? And he cometh to Bethsaida, and they bring a blind man unto him, and besought him to touch him. And he took the blind man by the hand, and led him out of the town. And when he had spit on his eyes, and put his hands upon him, he asked him if he saw aught. And he looked up, and said, I see men as trees walking. After that he put his hands again upon his eyes, and made him look up, and he was restored, and saw every man clearly. And he sent him away to his house, saying, Neither go into the town, nor tell it to any in the town. And the Messiah went out, and his disciples, into the towns of Caesarea Philippi, and by the way he asked his disciples, saying unto them, Whom do men say that I am? And they answer, John the Baptist, but some say Elijah, and others, one of the prophets. And he said unto them, But whom say ye that I am? And now he asked them, Who do you all say that I am? And Peter answered and said unto him, Thou art the Hamashiach. And he charged them that they should tell no man of him. And he began to teach them that the Son of Man must suffer many things, and be rejected of the elders and of the chief priests and scribes, and be killed, and after 3 days rise again. And he spake that saying openly. And Peter took him and began to rebuke him. Why would you do that, Peter? But when he had turned about and looked on his disciples, he rebuked Peter, saying, see, he turned around and rebuked Peter, saying, get thee behind me, Satan, for thou saviorest not the things that be of Elohim, but the things that be of men. See? You don't rebuke a man like him. He's no ordinary man. Come on now. And when he had called the people unto him with his disciples also, he said unto them, whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Nothing. Whosoever, that's my words, you all. Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels. See, he letting us know when he come, he gonna be ashamed also when he come in the glory of his Father with the holy angels that coming down with him. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. We are going to see the King. The end. Hope this chapter, it's been repeating itself from the other chapters before, but I think different people are telling the story, so that's why you're getting different ways of the story being told, even though it's the same story, but different people are saying it. So that's why you know the stories are true, because somebody else is saying the same thing in another book. So that's how you know it's being told truthful. Have a blessed night. Love you.